We have some good news today. Eric, you pointed out in March of 2013 a restaurant in Long Island, Franina, that was indeed serving farm salmon and calling it wild salmon. I spoke to them. I was met with so much resistance. Remember those phone calls, Eric?
Yes.
A lot of resistance. Why am I under investigation? And who needs to know what I'm serving and this and that? Well, guess what? The patrons need to know. But I have good news to report about Franina. I love doing the positive reports like this because as of December 2013, salmon season is out of season right now, wild salmon. I called up, spoke to them, and guess what? They acknowledge that they're serving farmed salmon.
Wow.
They said when it's in season that they like to get wild, but this time of year they can only have farmed.
That's huge.
It's very huge.
Huge.
So here's a great case where my phone call made a difference to them. And at the first, it was big resistance. I mean, the guy was mad at me. But now they know and they're telling the customers the proper thing, which is great. And that's the good news. Now, if they wanted to now take it to the next level, they could actually search out a more sustainably farmed salmon. I'm not sure the salmon that they're using, but they are being truthful in what they are serving. But if they were concerned about serving a more sustainable, more ethical product, then there's lots of farms out there that do a better job than the norms. And those prices of those salmon do raise in price, of course. You get what you pay for. I'm not an advocate for farm salmon, but I'm just saying if a restaurant is serving farm salmon this time of year, there are other options. And one of the best options is Arctic char, not salmon, but it's similar to salmon, similar to trout. If you looked at Arctic char, the flesh, it would look like a cross between trout and salmon. It's extremely sustainable. It gets top nods from all the sustainable seafood advocates out there. The neat thing about this is that it's raised inland, so it's not out in the ocean. It's an inland closed containment system. The water is filtered, recirculated, self-contained. So it's not like the fish are out in the ocean dumping all their waste into the bottom. It's not like the fish can escape. It's not like they can let sea lice out into the ocean. Extremely sustainable. So farm salmon, better farm salmon, Arctic char would be the progression that I would like to see more restaurants going into when wild salmon's out of season. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano, and congrats to Franina for now properly telling their guests what they're eating.